Hello YouTubers, you are watching Just Do It Yourself channel, and today we have 2013 Mazda 6 that has intermittent check engine light coming on and going off. So let's figure out what's going on. Alright, so I have my ANCEL scanner connected. We already ran the scan, so let's read the codes. Okay, so many questions with the Mazda vehicle. Okay, so what we got is oxygen sensor circuit slow response, bank 1, sensor 2. So there is only one bank. This is 4-cylinder, and this is sensor 2, so it's downstream. The slow response means that it's still working, but not as the system expects to. So at this point, we will just go ahead and replace the sensor. So for the sensor, I'm using NTK, probably one of the best sensors on the market. Before you go ahead and start taking the vehicle apart, make sure that your connector is the same as the sensors one. There are a few sensors, so it's really difficult to get the wrong one. But I will leave a link in the description. We'll try to find it online, so check the links under the description for this video. Okay, so let's check under the hood and see where that sensor is. So if we go to the back, this is our upstream, and just over there is the scan over there, downstream. So this green hose going through those springs goes up, few clamps over here, then few zip ties over here, then it ends up just by the battery, this connector. I already pull it out. There's this blue clip, so if you go kind of from behind and squeeze this clip, it will come off. So we will undo the wire first, and then we'll get under the vehicle. Alright, so we are under the vehicle. So here is the sensor itself, a downstream sensor. Doesn't look like you would need a special socket, so I will give it a try with regular 22mm wrench, and we'll see how it goes. I won't capture the video since there is not enough room for me. Alright, so here's the old sensor, here's the new sensor. This one came out quite easily. If you have troubles, warm up your exhaust. Just run the engine for like half an hour so it's hot, and try like that. So at this point, we will remove this cover, plastic cap. There's some anti-seize underneath, that's why it's there. So we will get under the vehicle, get it screwed in, get it tight, and then we will run the wire. Okay, so this sensor has a washer, similar as in a spark plug, so you don't need torque it here. As long as you can see that water gets squeezed, and usually it happens with like a half a turn after it's held tight. So at this point, I think we will call it good. So now we'll just push the wires up, and we'll route it the same way as they've been routed before. Sorry, there's not much room to film anything. Okay, so we are under the hood again. We'll just remove that electrical tape around the wires so we can get them to full length. And when you do this, you want to make sure that your exhaust is not hot, since your hands will be all over it. So now we'll just put it around those springs. This is quite important step. This might take a while to get it right, but if you skip this, most likely that you will cook your wires with the first run of the engine. So you just wrap them just like that. So next there is that metal bracket where you just kind of push it in and it gets locked in place. Same with this one. Push it in. Next there are two white clips that go on this metal bracket. So basically, I just want to make sure that you see it. So this one goes in the top hole, then this one goes to the next bottom hole. And then your connector. Okay, so I have misled you a bit. So on that bracket, you skip the top hole and the first clip goes into the lower hole. And then on the second bracket, actually it's same bracket, but it's kind of closer. There is another hole, so that second goes into the second hole, and in that case your connector aligns with the bracket on this side. So before we do that, we will connect them. Okay, so we grab the part from the sensor, plug it in, and now there is the hole, so we clip that blue piece in. Now it's all good and in place. That should be it. We will clean that OBD code, and we'll need to run this probably for a few weeks before we can check if that code comes back for some reason. But in general, quite easy job. You don't need any special tools as long as you have 22mm ratchet. I will leave a link in the description to the sensor. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and just do it yourself.